Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back in here as we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to go to battle here with the 305 Sprint Cars, live from Lanier National Speedway, as it is the Montana iRacing League, ready to rock and roll here in this one. You guys are just tuning in, either live or not live. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose as heat race number 1 already on the racetrack, ready to rock and roll, ready to see these drivers go to battle once again, as we already saw a very exciting race with the late models just moments ago. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out that race, make sure you go back and take a look at that one, as that was an absolutely amazing race, an amazing finish, and an absolutely wild run there at the very end. As we're going to get ready to set them loose, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Heat race number 1 rolling out onto the racetrack, is starting in that pole position. In the number 1 ride is Vernon Hill, as Hill out in front. Merlin Sorensen there in position number 2 is Riley Wolf there in the 00 ride. Supposed to start there in that 3rd spot in the Yeti machine. You see Joseph Brooks in the 78 ride there in position number 4. Then we saw Terrell Wheeler head down pit side here, and Patrick Lanier also down pit side in the 86th ride. But nonetheless, we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. A little bit of a broken up start here as the 54 ride of Joseph Brooks quickly jumping out in front here, getting a big launch there after a broken up start. I don't know what was going on there with that one and what the call was there on that start, but the 78 ride of Joseph Brooks nonetheless is going to jump out in front here in the 78 ride. Vernon Hill right there in position number 2, now trying to get back around the 78 ride. Riley Wolf back there in 3rd as the 00 in the Yeti machine there in position number 3, as the 307 of Merlin Sorensen off the racetrack. So isn't Tyrell Wheeler, and the number 86 of Patrick Lanier is out in front. Joseph Brooks leading the way here in heat race number 1, as Brooks gonna slow on the racetrack here. I'm not sure what's happened to the 78 ride. I don't know if he's low on gas or what may have happened here, as unfortunately Joseph Brooks slow on the track now, as well as Vernon Hill gonna jump back out in front. So Hill leading the way here in heat race number 1. Riley Wolf up into position number 2. It's Joseph Brooks still rolling slow on the racetrack there in position number 3. A tough break there for Joseph Brooks in the last race, and looks like he's having a tough break here in heat race number 1, as the 78 ride limping around the racetrack here, just trying to keep it rolling here on the bottom side of the track in position number 3, as Vernon Hill out in front, now slow on the racetrack as well. I don't know what might have just happened to all these cars, as they're definitely slow on the racetrack here now. Same with Riley Wolf, as I don't know if these drivers have ran out of fuel, if they forgot to put fuel in their cars here, or what may have happened. The 78 ride is going to go around Vernon Hill to work himself back onto the lead lap, but I don't know what may have just happened. I don't know if maybe the setup is low on fuel or what may have happened here, as caution flag is going to fly as Vernon Hill slow on the racetrack. Brooks still rolling out there, looking to try to pick up the checkered flag. We see Riley Wolf now down pit side here. Is crazy way to run heat race number 1. I'm not sure what's going on here in this one, but things are a little bit wild here to start this race out as well. We saw some crazy action in the last 3 races here with the Montana Racing League, and nonetheless in this one, another crazy races. I'm not sure what's going on. Aspen says setup was messed up. They're starting a new race. Okay, they're starting a new race. Okay. I was wondering what was going on there for a hot minute, as things were definitely pretty weird. Think we got a technical difficulties. 2 gallons of fuel for heats. Don't know what's going on. Oh no. Yeah, 2 gallons of fuel is definitely not going to make it for even 8 laps. It's going to make it for about 4, maybe 5 laps in these sprint cars. So definitely a bad mistake right there. A tough break there for our admins, as they're going to work diligently to try to get these drivers out there onto the racetrack here in the next session. So I'm assuming they're making a new session and getting these drivers ready to rock and roll here in the next one. I was wondering what was going on there. in this heat race. Y'all caught me by surprise on that one, that's for certain. I kind of thought it looked like the cars were starting to spit and sputter and starting to kind of run out of fuel there, so that was kind of the first thought that came to my mind, and obviously that's exactly what is happening. As Lanier Racing coming in, showing the love over there on YouTube, says the setup only had 2 gallons of fuel. Wow, can't believe someone ran out of fuel. How silly, how silly. That's rule number 1 in the racing world. Rule number 1 is always make sure the race car has fuel in it before you head out onto the racetrack. You want to make sure these bad boys are topped up. That's the last thing you want to do, is run out of fuel out there on the racetrack, because that's a tough way to end your evening in a quick hurry. But looks like we're going to get another session up and running. I don't know when this is going to be up or not, so bear with us here when we get everything kind of figured out and get these drivers rocking and rolling here for the next race, as we'll wait for that one to be built and put up and allowing everyone to jump in. Did that in real life once, got on the scales and she died. Oh baby, at least he made her back to the scales. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. He made it back to the scales, and that's the big thing. My boy Thomas Dennis coming in, showing the love. Dustin Nash coming in with the like on the stream, as well as Thomas says, Aaron, hello sir, hope you are doing well tonight. Thomas, my boy, you know I'm always doing good, brother, when I see you up in the chat, my boy. You know I'm always doing good when I see you up here in the live stream, as we'll get ready to put up the next session and see what happens here in the next one. I'm sure the crews are going to work, making sure they get the setups right, making sure that they get these cars rocking and rolling. I don't know. Someone just let me know. One of the boys in the race, let me know when the next session is built. This way we can at least continue to see the beautiful sights and scenes here around Lanier National Speedway, as we do a little bit of chit-chatting here. Zane Lemire coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. But you know what? Let's talk about that late model race that we just saw, chat. Let's talk about that late model race. It's up already? It's up? Perfect. Zane, I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you coming in, showing the love, and hitting the like button and letting us know there that the next race is up and these drivers are ready to rock and roll. As that one was another weird one. Definitely a weird way to get things underway there for the 305s, as that was definitely something that these drivers were probably not expecting to have to deal with, is fuel running out and these drivers unfortunately having to wait here. As we'll take a look. There we go. 305 sprint cars. Next session is created. These drivers are hopping in there and ready to rock and roll, as you'll see them all get loaded in and ready to jump in here as we get loaded in ourselves. You can get a good look at all the other amazing leagues that we have broadcasted for, or we still do broadcasting for, and some of them have come and gone, and no, it's just that's how busy we are, chat. That's how busy we are with different leagues here on a weekly basis. It's non-stop action here, every one of these ones. Deborah says, let's go Lemire's. Zane says, yup, let's go Lemire's. Clinton Haveld coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. What's good, Clint? Clint Haveld coming in, showing the love. Clifford Bellamy with the like on the stream. Russell Wolf coming in, dropping the thumbs up on the stream as well. Thomas, 104, 110s or 360s. These are 305s, brother, actually. These are 305s. Something we normally don't see, just something a little different, something a little bit, less power, but still a lot of fun. And these guys make these things look very, very racy out there on the racetrack. So don't get too worried about these 305s. They make these things look very fast out there on the racetrack, especially here at Lanier. As we're going to get a little hitch there in this. There we go. We're going to get her back going again. Morgan coming in, showing the love as well over there on YouTube as well. Coming in, showing the love there on the red side. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button over there on the YouTube channel. And if you guys want to become a paid member of the PeaceMaker family, as the two ride going for a wild ride right there. These 305s, any type of a sprint car, you get some hard contact into them and you can see some heavy damage in a quick hurry. But if you guys want to become a part of the all-new exclusive PeaceMaker members over on YouTube Gaming, make sure you head over to the YouTube channel, hit the like button. You'll see the join button there as well, and you become a member of the PeaceMaker family over on YouTube as we continue to build the YouTube channel up more and more. The members is the newest way way, and the Super Chats over there as well. The Super Chats are a new interactive way for you to show your love and support here on PeaceMaker Gaming over on YouTube. We also have, obviously, subscriptions over here on Facebook and over on Twitch as well. If anyone has Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, make sure you jump over there, follow us on Twitch, and if you have that Amazon Prime, you actually get a free gifted subscription over on Twitch with your Amazon Prime account. So you get a free account, doesn't cost you anything, and can help us out a ton here on our goal to try to reach new and higher amounts of subscribers and members, and trying to hit that big goal of, going, full-time content creator. That's the dream in the future. We got a long ways to go. We're climbing up that mountaintop slowly but surely. We're getting to the, we're trying to get to the tippity top, but we got a long ways to go. We're still way down there. We got a long way to go to the tippity top of the mountaintop, and it's going to be a long climb, but it's going to be totally worth it in the end, and especially with the amount of amazing people that come in here day after day, showing the love, showing the support here with the likes, the comments, the shares. I appreciate all of you guys coming in and doing that. That's always the best way to support us here on PeaceMaker Gaming, is just coming in, dropping a couple comments, hitting the like button, showing the love here throughout the stream is the best way to support us here. But if you want to do a little bit more, we have those paid options as well. I don't need fuel. This rig runs on Crown Royal. The rig runs on Crown Royal, eh? Well, Kelly was telling us earlier that you ran out of Crown Royal as well, Cody. And you already ran out of gas once tonight. So, already running out of fuel once, running out of Crown already once. And then, I'm assuming it was your fault that we ran out of fuel for the first session with these 305s. I'm assuming it was your fault, Cody. I'm adding things up here, and it seems like it was probably your fault, brother. I'm not gonna lie. It adds up that it was probably Cody's fault. He cursed us here tonight. He cursed us running out of Crown, running out of fuel in the late models, and then obviously the next session messed up with not enough fuel in the car. It's gotta be his fault. We have refills on deck. We got refills on deck for the Crown. I like that. You got to have those reserves checked up somewhere. That way you never run out, because you never want to run out of the Crown. Alan Riley coming in with the like on the stream. Anthony Karf coming in with that like as well. Kelly Blakes coming in with the like and the share. Brett Lee Flugel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Brett, hopefully I probably murdered your last name, brother, but hopefully I kind of got it a little close, I guess. Coming in, smashing the like button on the stream, as well as Deidre, not Deborah. Sorry, I read chat way too quick. We got so much going on here that things move in a quick hurry, and sometimes we skip over names in a quick hurry. As we're gonna get ready here for our first heat race, our rerun of the first heat race here in just a few more moments. Hopefully the boys will skip ahead here and skip the rest of this practice session, as I'm sure everybody is ready to rock and roll. Everyone should be ready to jump right into the action here for this first heat race of the 305s. See if we can get them to advance this here real quick. Yep, my boy Anthony coming in, showing the love as well with the share on the stream, coming in, showing the love here. So mashing that share button as we're waiting for these drivers to get ready here for our first heat race of the 305s, coming right at you here in just a few more moments. But, man, what a crazy race we saw earlier in those late models, man. That was a wild run, a wild finish there. I mean, a tough break for Patrick Lanier, tough break there for Joseph, as well as Mr. Brooks, unfortunately getting tied up with the contact there. Both the drivers getting into the outside fence. Unfortunately, even if the caution flag would have been thrown before the white flag there, both of those drivers having extensive damage would have both been given EOLs, starting at the back of the pack, would have had to come down pit side and get work done to their car. I don't know if they would have been able to move farther ahead or get into positions to pick up the checkered flag or even a top three finish there late in that race, with probably a one-lap shootout to come up, maybe even a two-lap green-white checkered finish. I think it would have been very tough for them to get back up through the field there in time with those short period of time and some heavy damaged cars there. And obviously a tough break for both of them, having a great run and a great race all evening long, and then to have it slip away like that is always a tough break right there. It's always a tough break and a heartbreaker there for Joseph Brooks and Patrick Lanier. Good luck to the other guys racing. Zane, my boy, I appreciate you coming in, showing the love, and showing all the love there for the other drivers out there on the racetrack as well. And good luck to yourself out there on the racetrack. Good luck to all these drivers. Hopefully we can see a good, clean run here, some good, clean racing, and just some great battles out there on the racetrack in these 305s. Because you definitely don't want to be beating and banging and battling like we've seen here in the full-fendered race cars. Here in the last 3 races, is you gotta get some fenders on the car. They can take a couple hits, they can take some smacks, but these sprint cars, you make that little bit of contact, and you can be flying up and over the fence or through the infield or anywhere else in a quick hurry. You can end your night in a quick hurry as well. Yo, Kelly Blix coming in with the 99 star donation as well, coming in, setting it off here with the 99 stars. First time star sender setting it off here in this one. Kelly, I appreciate you coming in, showing the love here. Let's get a hashtag Kelly up in the chat, coming in, showing the love here in this one. The 99 star donation, absolutely insane. I appreciate you, Kelly, coming in, showing the love here in this one. As hopefully we'll see these drivers out on the racetrack here in a few more moments, chat. We don't want to be being around here for too much longer as the timer keeps on clicking down, but that's a long ways to go here. Let me see. Let me try to message one of the boys here. See if we can get them to kind of get going here a little bit. See if we can get these. I think we got it now. You think we got it? You think you got our now? You think you got our now? Go Cowboys, says Kelly. Go Cowboys. Oh my gosh. A Cowboys fan? Oh my God. I'm watching KC right now, and the other monitor right now just put a whooping on poor Miami, the Dolphins. They're not used to this cold weather, and obviously they're not performing like we've seen them do in the regular season, and unfortunately looks like they're not really showing up too much here in this one, and KC looking very, very strong, but KC's a good playoff team. I mean, the Eagles are going to be good. We're going to see them play Monday night. Obviously, we'll see Dallas. Dallas should get a pretty easy win versus Green Bay. I'm not going to lie. Green Bay should probably lay down and take that one. I think the Cowboys will move on to the second round. And then all depends on who they face. Could be very, very interesting. Yo, Brett Taylor coming in with a 1,000-star donation. Are you kidding me, Brett? Brett Taylor coming in, setting it off here in this one with the 1,000-star donation. Absolutely insane. Brett coming out of nowhere. Coming out of nowhere with the 1,000-star donation. Absolutely insane, my dude. Let's get a hashtag Brett up in the chat here for Brett Taylor coming in with the big love here in this one with the 1,000-star donation. Absolutely insane, brother. You know what? We're going to pin that one as well as Brett coming in with the massive 1K stars. Wowzers, man. You guys are way too generous. You guys are way too generous, man. I appreciate you guys. And you guys are way too kind here coming in, showing the love in this one. As hopefully we'll get this race going here in just a few more moments. I think our timer is slowed down here a little bit. Let's see if we can get a quick refresh on that live scoring and see where we're at here for the practice session. There we go. Just about 5 minutes left here in this warm-up, but I think everyone's left this session as well. I don't know where everyone's went. I don't know what's going on here with these sessions. I don't know what's happening. Do we have another session up again? What's going on here, boys? What's going on here, fellas? I don't know what's happening out here on the racetrack. I really don't. I don't know what's going on. We might have to drag Warren or one of the boys in here to figure out what's happening here. Let me see here. Let me see if we can pull one of the guys up here for quick chit chat. Let me see. Where's Warren here? Hey Warren, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Taking a copy.
Yeah, sorry, man. My server was fucked up. I didn't have enough fuel. I had the wrong setup. So I put another one together, and that didn't. I had the same situation. So I did a third one, and now we're ready to go. Okay. We're just running it in. I'll advance it here in a few. We're just running the track in, and then we can start the heats.
All right, perfect.
Yeah,
was
sorry
sitting there
about
in
that.
the second session going, where the fuck is
What the
everybody
hell?
going?
Everybody left? Yeah.
All right, no worries. Well, yeah, advance it whenever you want to. I should be in there in probably a minute or two and should be ready to rock and roll.
Okay, we got a few minutes left to run it in, I think. I'm going to go back out and see where we're at.
Perfect. All right, well, I just pulled you in there just to see what was going on. Good luck out there and have fun on the race.
You want me to send you a text when we do advance it?
Yeah, you can just throw it in the general or something like that and just give me a quick heads up.
Yeah, we're still waiting for a couple guys that were in the old setups.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, the old servers. They're on their way over still.
Yeah, beauty. Okay, perfect.
I think.
All
I
right.
hope. My fault.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
First time that's happened to me in this whole thing.
It happens. Hey,
Yeah.
First session of the season for the 305s. Obviously, there's going to be those hiccups and whatever else. So.
And I've been in leagues where it's happened before, so I know what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Have fun and good luck out there.
Thanks, man.
All right, chat. You heard it. New session coming up here. Session number 3. Normally we don't have these issues, but obviously sprint cars, we're not all used to running in these, and obviously setup being a little wrong in the first one, and then obviously the boys being under some pressure there in that one. What's your total spent on iRacing? Dave, my total spent on iRacing? Total spent in what? In how much I've paid for like the iRacing subscriptions and all the cars and tracks and stuff, or the total spent in like time spent on iRacing? That'd be a good question. Time spent on iRacing would be a lot of money too. Being up here in Canada, it's even more money because our dollar is doo-doo compared to USD, so it would be a lot. The game content. Okay, let me. Oh man, that's a good question. What, 3 years now? I think just rolled over 3 years on the simulator, so that's like $350 or so right there. All the different cars and tracks, probably 20 different cars, probably like 40 different tracks, all basically like average out to like $10 each. I'm looking at like easy like couple grand probably. I spent well over $3,000 for literally everything I bought to be able to iRace. Yeah, I'm not even talking like setup wise or anything else. I'm just talking, we're talking game content. We're talking about the race cars, the race tracks, the subscription for iRacing itself, and if you throw in hosted sessions that we've put on and stuff like that, yeah, we're talking probably $1,500 US, probably somewhere in that area, $1,500 to $2,000 altogether between all the in-game content for iRacing, somewhere around there. It's been a lot. It's a very expensive hobby compared to just loading into Call of Duty or something else like that. But yeah, it's definitely crazy. Cody Horton's face on Cody Blix's car, that is hilarious. Crown Royal has definitely kicked in. Oh God, is that what's going on here? Cody Horton's face is on his ride. See, I never know the inside jokes with those ones. I don't know what you guys look like in real life. So a lot of these drivers sometimes they'll do that. I don't get the inside joke on that, but let me see if we can get a good look at it right here. There you go. There you go. That's a special looking ride right there. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty sexy beard on that man. So that's a pretty sexy ride. Is that like a broken leg there or something? Is that? Oh no! What is that? What's going on there? Oh, we need to digress this one a little bit here, chat. Let's see if we can get another angle at it. Let's see if we can get a good look here. Let's pull up the old camera adapter and see if we can get a good look at this ride here. Oh my, topless man! What in the world is going on here in this one? What is going on here, Cody? What is going on here, brother? That is a crazy looking ride out there on the racetrack. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty wild. That's a pretty crazy one right there. That is absolutely insane. Can you get a close-up of his face? Oh, we got the close-up. They did that sober. Oh, God, they did that sober. Wait, I didn't consent to this? That's too bad, brother. It's too bad. Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever, okay? We can't undo it. Quick Time Designs had nothing to do with this design, says Aspen Russell. Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Yeah, you don't want your name on that car anywhere, okay? No, not one spot. Not one spot. What a ride, says Dave. What a ride is correct. I don't think I've seen something like that in a long time. I thought we agreed we wouldn't talk about that weekend. Oh, God. Oh, God. That weekend. Cody, I think you need to elaborate on that weekend a little bit more, brother, okay? You can't leave us on a cliffhanger like that with that weekend. What was that weekend? You guys do like a weekend at Bernie's or what? Like, what did you do? Yo, Aaron Ben Schneider coming in, dropping that like on the stream. Dave John Marcelino? Hopefully I'm saying that right, Dave. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Marcelino. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hopefully I'm not murdering it too bad. Going in showing the love here in this one. Casey Duran with that heart reaction on the stream as well. Alan Riley coming in with the like on the stream. Coming in showing the love here in this one. As we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Morgan says, sup, Zane over there on YouTube, cheering on Zane Lemire out there on the racetrack as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose in a few more moments as practice is going to come to a close, and we're going to get ready for our first heat race, race number 3 here of these 305, says a couple servers going up, unfortunately a couple mistakes there and some hiccups there. I have the hiccups as saying the hiccups. Some hiccups there for our admins trying to get everyone back out there on the racetrack as practice has come to an end. The checkered flag has been displayed, so that means we're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to see these drivers jump out there onto the racetrack here for our A main feature event. Brian says, we ready, baby. We are ready. What's next? You're going to talk about the clown. The clown? Oh, no. Don't talk about the clown. I think it had something to do with burnt latex and regret for those two. Oh God, that seems like a Brokeback Mountain kind of a weekend, you know? Guys go camping up in the mountains. Can't have that. Can't have that. All right, we're going to get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Heat race number 1 is going to get underway. And starting on the pole in the 2 machine, that is PJ Popham. To his outside in the 307 ride, that is Merlin Sorensen. And down on the inside, a row number 2 in the 06 machine, that is Tommy Bush. To his outside in the 78 ride, that is Joseph Brooks. And then we see Tyrell Wheeler there on the outside of row number 3 with Pacer Popham down in position number 5 to his inside in the Pacer Sign and Designs number 32 ride. Bringing up the final row here in heat race number 1, starting in position number 7 in the 00, the Yeti Coolers number 00, that is Riley Wolf, and to his outside in the BBI number 86 ride, that is Patrick Lemire. 8 drivers getting ready to go to battle here as the sprint cars are live from Lanier National Speedway. Quickly, PJ Popham out in front, looking to try to run away with heat race number 1 as Tommy Bush up into position number 2, trying to hunt him down. Bush there in second. Merlin Sorensen sliding back into position number 3 as here comes Terrell Wheeler in that 43 ride as Wheeler up on the high side here, trying to get a big run as he's already picked up a couple spots and worked himself up into position number 4 and looking for more. Joseph Brooks there in position number 5 with Patrick Lemire right there in position number 6. Riley Wolf and Pacer Popham gonna come together as Pacer up into the outside wall. He's gonna get that 32 ride turned around, parked in the wrong direction. He's gonna take it down pit side as we keep on running. No caution flags on the racetrack. PJ Popham out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done as Tommy Bush right there in position number 2. A good battle here, door to door for position number 3 is Terrell Wheeler looking to jump up and take that 3rd spot away as the caution flag is gonna fly. As it looks like Patrick Lemire and Joseph Brooks coming together here again in this one. We saw these two take each other out for the victory moments ago in the late models, and Here they go, getting tied together again. I'm sure these two probably not very ecstatic about what's been going on here. Is the 86 ride trying to shoot for the middle, the 78 up on the high side. It looks like they're just going to run out of room as the 86 just continues to wash up the racetrack. And unfortunately, they're both going to get up into the outside wall, vice versa. What we saw in the late models in opposite corners of the racetrack is happened down there in corner number 2, not corner number 4, like the late models, and some pretty heavy damage there for both of those rides. As we'll take another look at it here and see what happened again between the 86 of Patrick Lanier and Joseph Brooks as they come together. And unfortunately, some heavy damage, some heavy contact there between both of them. As fortunately for both rides, they're not having the evening they would hope to have here in this one. As we'll stack them up, rack them up, get ready to go back to green flag racing. As the 2 rider PJ Popham down at a corner number 4 is going to see the green flag fly here once again. So PJ Popham out in front, continuing to lead the way here in heat race number 1. Tommy Bush right there in position number 2 as here comes Terrell Wheeler. As Wheeler looking down low, he's going to jump up into position number 2 as Tommy Bush in the 06 ride going to slide back to position number 3. Here comes Sorensen, some contact. The 307, the rear end kicks out right into the 06 ride. Unfortunately, Tommy Bush and Merlin Sorensen both going to go for a loop-de-loop there, and the caution flag is going to come back out here in heat race number 1. We'll take another look at it and see what happens as Merlin just sends it in there, tries to get door-to-door here with them. Unfortunately, gets a little bit too close. They hit wheels here right there as the rear end kicks out for that 307, and quickly spinning around was Tommy Bush. Luckily enough, not into the outside wall, so not a lot of damage here to either of these rides, but maybe a little bit of damaged egos there after that contact. As we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. My boy, Dustin Benton, the Big D machine coming in, dropping that like on the stream. Levi Salzgiver coming in with the like on the stream as well. How are you, Levi? Coming in, showing the love here in this one. Aspen Russell with the like on the stream. Warren Samoy with the thumbs up. Brett Taylor, Brian Wax coming in, showing the love with the reactions as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. PJ Popham has been out in front, but Terrell Wheeler right there in position number 2. Been a man on the move here, up 4 positions into that second spot, and he's trying to get that red line number 43 machine up into the top spot here in heat race number 1. Can he find a way to get up and around PJ Popham late in heat race number 1, as we're going to see the green flag back out into the air here in this one. The green flag back out for that number 2 machine. You see the 43 trying to hold on to position number 2 as the 06 ride is going to see the white flag back there in position number 3 as PJ Popham with one more time around the racetrack down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. He's going to see the checkered flag fly as PJ Popham holds on to pick up heat race win number 1 here in the 305s. Terrell Wheeler there in second. And Tommy Bush right there in third, and everybody else back there behind him. I think JB needs a warning next week, too. He took Patches, Patrick Lanier out last time. Oof. I'm sure there's definitely going to be some conversations there, Deidre. I'm sure a lot of these admins are going to be looking back through all the incidences and making the right calls and everything else. I don't make any of those calls other than just up here in the booth, and what I see, I can explain what happened, what went wrong, what went right in a certain situation, but I don't make any of those I don't make any of those calls. Unfortunately, I don't want to be the guy having to make those calls. They're always tough calls, obviously a lot of friends and, fellow competitors and buddies that have been on the simulator and real life racing for so many years and everything else. It's tough to make those calls, but you get good admins, they make those calls and they tend to make the right calls for the most part, but sometimes they mess up. Everyone messes up here and there, but luckily enough, I don't have to make those calls. I don't have to mess up at all, so it's good for me that I don't have to worry about it. As out in front here in heat race number 2, it's Vernon Hill starting in that pole position to his outside. our late model winner from moments ago. The 77 is the 3D Racing House of Speed Norwood Sim Sports 77 ride of Warren Samoy. Starting in position number 3 in the 185 ride, that is Zane Lanier, and to his outside in the 28, that is Cody Blixt. Braxton Tinker there in position number 5 with Casey Durand to his outside, and Patches Be Fast bringing up the rear of the field as Vernon Hill gonna see the green flag fly here in heat race number 2 as quickly Vernon Hill onto the lap pedal looking to try to run away with the second heat race on the day as Warren Samoy solidly right there in that second spot as Warren right there in position number 2 trying to hunt down our race leader here in this one. Zane Lanier there in third, Braxton Tinker up into position number 4 and looking for more as he's there in that 4th position on the back bumper of that 185 of Zane Lanier. Cody Blixt back there in position number 5 looking for a drive and some contact there in front of him. Blixt is going to get a piece of him as Zane Lanier going to go around and the caution flag is going to fly. So the caution flag coming out here in heat race number 2 as Zane Lanier is going to go around. We will take a look at it here as he had the 2 ride all over his back push bar, and unfortunately a little bit of contact is enough to spin that 185 right around as goes up a little bit high. The 2 ride sends it in there. They beat and bang and bounce off tires, and unfortunately going to get that 185 right bent out of shape. He slides down the racetrack right over the nose there of the 28 machine of Cody Blixt, and unfortunately for Lanier, he's going to go around, put it in the wrong direction right in front of our flag man, and a quick easy call there for the iRacing official there as he's going to throw that caution flag, seeing the 185 turn in the wrong position as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to battle. He had time to lift for me in that last one. That isn't even a topic anymore, but okay. Yeah, I guess. I'll admit, hell yeah, I was coming up. Yeah, I spin the tires and stuck my rear out in front of his car. That's a racing incident. Yeah, it's just a racing incident. Just good hard racing, but hey, you know what? That's what makes content, brother. That's what brings the people in. That's what makes people watch these races and builds the excitement here for everyone in the grandstands and even for all the drivers out there on the racetrack. Is sometimes the contact, as much as it sucks for everyone else, it definitely creates some good racing out there on the racetrack and really makes things that much more exciting out there. As out in front right now, looking to try to pick up heat race win number 2. Vernon Hill continuing to lead the way. Warren Samoy right there in position number 2. Braxton Tinker there in position number 3 is Cody Blixt. They're in position number 4 and looking for more. Casey Durand in position number 5 with Zane Lanier there in position number 6. And unfortunately, Patches Be Fast down behind the wall in the 85 run as he's taking the 85 down into his pit stall as he's off the racetrack as of right now as the 1H ride of Vernon Hill out in front looking to try to pick up heat race win number 2 on the evening. Warren Samoy right there in position number 2 looking to have himself another good run here in these 305 rides after picking up the checkered flag earlier on in the late models. He's looking to try to get it done in these sprint cars as well as it's not very often we see sprint cars here on PeaceMaker Gaming, but it's always awesome to see as we see the white flag fly and one more time around here for Vernon Hill to get it done as he heads down the backstretch for the final time here in heat race number 2. Warren Samoy going to take a look down low as Warren tries to send it in there. Unfortunately couldn't get any traction out of corner number 4 as Vernon Hill picks up heat race win number 2 in this one. What a run, what a race right there for Vernon Hill as he's able to pick up the checkered flag there in our second heat race as we're going to get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here for our A main feature event in just a few more moments as these sprint cars are going to jump out onto the racetrack. They're going to make sure that they got their cars set up perfectly. They're going to make sure that they are ready to rock and roll and go to battle here for our A main feature event in just a few more moments. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink into me and we're going to get ready for an absolutely amazing show here in just a few more moments. Man, this is going to be a ton of fun. These 305s are going to put on one heck of a show. Yo, Stacy Benton coming in, showing the love. What's good, Stacy? Stacy coming in, says, hey, what's good, Stacy? How are you, my girl? Same thing can happen in real life racing with that incident. Yeah, absolutely. That's just good, hard racing. Unfortunate break there that you guys had the contact and things happen there. That obviously sucks. It always sucks, but yeah, absolutely. Just good, hard racing, and unfortunately, the turnout of it, obviously not the way either driver wanted it or pictured their race ending there in the last one, but nonetheless, man, it was a good show and a great battle there between the two of them for so many laps, and they put on some great racing for all the fans in the stands and everyone up here in the simulator to enjoy, and nothing to hang their head about on that one. You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. He's just a... Who's just a boy? Who's just a boy? Yo, Kira Shader coming in. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Kira? Oh, I'm probably murdering that. Shader coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Brady Lorenz coming in, dropping that thumbs up as well. My boy Dustin Benton coming in with the like on the stream as well. How are you, Big Team Machine? Dustin Benton coming in, showing the love here in this one. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you haven't already, make sure you jump over and drop us a subscription over there on YouTube, as we're live on the YouTube channel as of right now and the Twitch channel as well. Stacy says, I'm good, missed this, just jumped in to watch and say hi. I keep telling Nate Walker he needs to race again. Yeah, we need to get Nate back out there on the racetrack running with all these different leagues and everything else. We miss seeing Nate out there on the track, and we need to get him back out there. So you tell him that PeaceMaker said to get his butt back onto the simulator, and we need to see him out there on the racetrack, duking it out here with all these drivers on a nightly basis. As you know, obviously we do a lot of leagues, a lot of different leagues, and you know, hopefully we can find at least a couple that he wants to jump into, and we can get him in there. You know, we gotta get him out there onto the racetrack, Stacy. 100%, we gotta get him out there. Heck yeah, I will. Okay, perfect. I appreciate you, Stacy. Appreciate you coming in, showing the love here as well, as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing for our A main feature event here in just a few more moments. I'm going to grab a quick drink, a quick little break here, quick little bathroom break, and then we're going to go right into our A main feature event for these 305 sprint cars from the beautiful Lanier National Speedway. ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get these drivers lined up and ready to go. It's starting on the pole here for the 305 sprint cars. It is the 2 machine of PJ Popham. To his outside in the 1H ride, that is Vernon Hill. And down on the inside, a row number 2 in the 43 machine, that is Tyrell Wheeler. To his outside in the 3D Racing House of Speed, Norwood Sim Sports number 77, that is Warren Samoy. Starting on the inside, a row number 3 in the 06, that is Tommy Bush. And to his outside in the 2 ride, that is Bracton Tinker. Starting in position number 7 in the 307, that is Merlin Sorensen. And to his outside in the 28 ride, that is Cody Blix. Starting on the inside, a row number 5 in the 00, that is the Yeti Coolers machine of Riley Wolf. Into his outside in the 43, that is Casey Duran. Starting in position number 11 in the 78 ride, that is Joseph Brooks. Into his outside in the 185 is the Lanier Racing 185 ride of St. Lemire. Starting in position number 13 in the number 86, that is Patrick Lemire. Into his outside in the 85 ride, that is Patches Be Fast. And bringing up the rear of the field in the Pacer Signs and Designs number 32 is Pacer Popham. As we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation live from Lernerville Speedway. Quickly, it's the 2 ride of PJ Popham. He's going to lead us down through corner number 3 and at corner number 4, he's going to lead lap number 1 here in this one. Out in front, PJ Popham continuing to lead the way here as he's looking to stretch out his lead, trying to give himself some breathing room as the 1 ride of Vernon Hill right there in position number 2, trying to hunt him down, but he's got the 06 ride of Tommy Bush quickly down to his inside as Bush looking to try to jump up into position number 2, slides up and just barely clears the 1H ride of Vernon Hill for that 2nd spot on the racetrack. Here comes Terrell Wheeler as Wheeler right there in position number 4 and looking for more here as the 43 ride there in position number 4. He has Warren Samoy in that House of Speed number 77 ride right there behind him in position number 5. Bracton Tinker there in 6 with Cody Blix there in 7. Joseph Brooks trying to work himself up through the field. Some contact right there behind him. 307 to the 86 of Merlin Sorensen and Patrick Lemire getting tied together there. Luckily enough, both drivers able to keep their cars pointed in the right direction. Doesn't look like very much damage to either car as they're going to keep on rolling out there on the racetrack. So no caution flag, and we keep on racing. Casey Durant right there in front of him, able to jump up into position number 10 there as he was able to get around the 86 ride of Patrick Lemire and St. Lemire right there behind the 86 ride in position number 12. Riley Wolf sliding back 4 spots here in the opening portion of this race in the 00 ride as he's back into position number 13. Patches Be Fast there in position number 14 and Pacer Popham rounding out the field back there in position number 50 is one Popham at the rear of the field, another Popham at the front of the pack is the Pacers Sign and Designs flawless auto body number 2 machine of PJ Popham. It's out in front as we see our first caution flag of the evening. Unfortunately, it looks like Casey Durant tied up in that one, missing the top wing on that number 43 ride as we will take a look back and see what happened here as unfortunately a couple drivers coming together. We'll take a look and see what happened to possibly Casey Durant as he's battling hard here with that 86 ride. Unfortunately, gets up into the outside fence, upside down, and a few other drivers getting tied up in that one as a wild wreck right there for the 43 ride of Casey Durant as we'll take another look at as they're battling hard here for position number 10 on the racetrack. Unfortunately, they're just going to get tied together. They're going to bounce off each other's wheels. They're going to wash up the racetrack, and unfortunately, the front end is going to get shoved up into the outside fence for the 43 ride of Casey Durant, and then he's going to try to hang on, but here comes the 185 right into the side of him. Nowhere to go there for the other Lemire on the racetrack. Nowhere to go for the 00 ride as Zane Lemire tied up in that one. We see the 85 of Patches be fast collected there as well. The 00 Riley Wolf in there as that one happened in a quick hurry, as we're going to jump right on board here with this 43 ride and see what he sees here from the cockpit. As this was a wild wreck. Right there, they just get together, then up into the fence, and then, oh my. Woo! What a wild ride right there for that 43 ride, as we are back to green flag race, because the green flag back out into the air here for PJ Popham. Popham out in front, looking to try to run away with this one, as this car is shot out of a cannon once again, out to a 7/10 of a second lead already over the 06 of Tommy Bush. As Bush right there in position number 2. Terrell Wheeler up into that 3rd spot, as Terrell looking to have himself a great run here in this one, as the 43 ride. They're in position number 3. Warren Samoy looking down low here on Vernon Hill for position number 4, as they battle side by side down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. They're going to continue to keep on battling, as that time by the start finish line, Warren Samoy up into position number 4. So Samoy and Vernon Hill continue to duke it out. You see Braxton Tinker right there in position number 6. Joseph Brooks there in 7th, rolling this high side crew here to absolute perfection. He's already up 4 positions on the racetrack, trying to pick up a few more here before the end of the evening, trying to get the 78 ride up inside the top 5 here. He's got a few more cars to pass to get it done, as he's being chased down by Cody Blix. As Blix right there in position number 8, the 307, and the 86 battling door to door here for the 9th position, at the 86 of Patrick Lanier up there on the high side. Merlin Sorensen down low on the bottom side in that pink and white 307 machine. Casey Duran back up there as well, as he's up into position number 11 after going for a wild ride in that 43 ride. He's there in 11th position with Pacer Popham. Patches be fast, Riley Wolf and Zane Lemire rounding out our field in the 185 machine, but it's all PJ Popham. As Popham continue to lead the way, but here comes the 06 of Tommy Bush. Bush that time through 1 and 2, had an opening down low here, as he's caught up to our race leader, and Tommy Bush slowly but surely trying to make something happen, as he's looking to try to jump up here and take this lead away, as PJ Popham and Tommy Bush out in front. Terrell Wheeler right there in 3rd, as Terrell trying to jump up there and duke it out at the front of the field, and Warren Samoy and Vernon Hill still battling door to door here in this one, as Vernon getting some good runs there through the middle to the high side of the racetrack, and Warren Samoy just rolling the bottom side to perfection here in that 77 machine, as they continue to battle for that 4th position on the racetrack. PJ Popham out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done, as Aspen Russell says flip count number 1 already in this one. They should let me break out my sprint car. Laugh out loud. Let's roll, PJ. Let's roll, baby, says Anthony Karp. Unfortunately, Anthony, you got to be someone from the state of Montana to be in this league. Unfortunately, it's a Montana iRacers league only. I wish we could get more drivers in here. I wish we could build each and every one of these, but unfortunately, it's for them Montana boys only. But it would be cool to maybe see, an all-star break where we can open it up and get even more people into these races. As PJ Popham out in front, leading the way here, has the 185 ride, as Zane Lemire now to his outside, as unfortunately Zane going to go a lap down here. He is in that lucky dog position as of right now, but unfortunately 185 ride having a tough break here in these sprint cars, as PJ Popham continuing to lead the way here, starting to give himself a little bit more breathing room over the 06 of Tommy Bush, but Bush right there in position number 2 and not letting him run away with it, as they're starting to open up a bit of a gap now between themselves and our 3rd place driver, the 43 of Terrell Wheeler, as Wheeler back there in position number 3 has a bit of a gap back to the 4th place driver, Vernon Hill, and Warren Samoy right there in position number 5. Cody Blix up into position number 6 is Patrick Lemire there in 7th. See one driver down in the infield here. That is the 185 of Zane Lemire. No caution flag as he's down pit side here. So tough break there for Zane Lemire. Not the run that he was hoping for in these sprint cars, as we start to see our race leaders head into some more lap traffic, as PJ Popham going to slide up in front, as some contact back there behind him. Patches Be Fast, I don't think, realized that there was another driver right there as the 06. Going to get up into the outside of that number 85 ride as we're going to see the caution flag come out. Looks like Casey Durand and Bracton Tinker coming together here as we'll see what happened here between the 43 and the 2 machine. Looks like the 2 just sends it in there a little bit deep. He's right on the back push bar of the 43 ride, and so he gets in there a little bit too far underneath him, gets up the racetrack and into the side of the 43 machine. Unfortunately, they both go around, and that will bring our caution flag back out as we will stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing here in just a few more moments as we'll jump right onto the helmet cam here of Bracton Tinker as we'll see what he could see here from the driver's seat of that number 2 car as chasing down the 43, trying to find an opening, tries to shoot down underneath him. Unfortunately, not enough room for him as he slides up into the side of him, and they both get pointed in the wrong direction. A good heads-up driving there by the rest of the field to avoid these two. Slow on the racetrack and not collecting any more cars into that wreck as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing as Steve Moxley coming in, showing the love. Steve coming in, dropping that thumbs up on the stream. How are you, Steve? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Saturday night as we'll get these drivers ready to rock and roll and back to green flag racing here in this one from the beautiful Lanier National Speedway. This race is slowly but surely coming to a close as out in front, PJ Popham looking to try to pick up the checkered flag in the Pacer Sign and Designs flawless auto body number 2 machine as PJ continuing to lead the way. Looks like we're going to get one more time around the racetrack here before we set them loose as, man, some crazy racing action here all evening long for the Montana iRacing League. Pacer going to try to catch up to our official iRacing pace truck here, slow the pace down through corner number 3 and 4. Looks like we're going to get one more lap before we go back to green flag racing. So everyone going to get bunched together and ready to go back to battle here in this one as PJ Popham, Tommy Bush, Terrell Wheeler, Vernon Hill, Warren Samoy, Cody Blixt, Patrick Lemire, Joseph Brooks, Merlin Sorensen rounding out our top 10 as some great racing action in these sprint cars. A couple crazy wrecks, and I don't know if we're done yet with those crazy wrecks as we're going to go back to green flag racing. We're going to see how this one plays out as PJ Popham with a great restart quickly jumping off the lap pedal, looking to try to run away from the rest of the field as Tommy Bush in tow, trying to hunt him down. Terrell Wheeler right there in position number 3, but here comes Vernon Hill back down to the inside of the 43 ride. Vernon Hill looking to try to jump up into position number 3 as Tommy Bush looking for a way to get up and around that 2 ride of PJ Popham. Warren Samoy there in position number 5 as the 1 ride gets super loose there down through corner number 3 and 4, and he almost loses position number 4, and here comes Patrick Lemire. Lemire slowly but surely working himself up through the field now of 7 positions up into position number 6. He's on the outside of a top 5 looking in here. Sees a couple cars right there in front of him that he would love to get around and try to work that number 86 up inside the top 5 here in our opening race for these 305 sprint cars. Cody Blix right there in 7. Merlin Sorensen there in 8. Joseph Brooks in position number 9 in the 78 riding Casey Durand rounding out our top 10. Riley Wolf, Pacer Popham there in 11th and 12th with Patches Be Fast and Bracton Tinker there in position number 14. And then we see some contact as they come together right there. And Zane Lemire bringing up the rear of the field in position number 15 as out in front. PJ Popham continues to lead the way. PJ Popham out in front this time down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. He's going to see 2 more laps left to go. So the Twin Stakes up in the air here for the number 2 ride as it's all twos here at the front of the field as PJ Popham has 1 car turned around in front of him, and the caution flag is going to fly late in this one, and we're going to get set up for a green-white checkered finish. Definitely not what PJ Popham wanted to see, was that late race caution flag, as that was the last thing he wanted out there on the racetrack. As unfortunately looked like Bracton Tinker in the 2 ride unfortunately going to have some issues here as we'll take a look and see what happens to Bracton. As sends it in up on the high side of 3 and 4. Unfortunately, just kind of gets stuffed into the outside wall there. And unfortunately, the car slow on the racetrack. There goes our race leader trying to get around him. And then I think Terrell Wheeler having some issues himself out there on the racetrack. I'm not sure what happened to Terrell, but he's taking his car down pit side here. So I'm not sure if he just drove down there or if something happened to this 43 as he was up inside the top 3. And then looks like he just gets onto the binders here and takes that car down pit side. So a tough right there for Wheeler as he hops off the racetrack. So it's going to mix things up here at the front of the field, but nonetheless, PJ Popham out in front. The Pacers sign in designs number 2 ride, looking to try to pick up the checkered flag here in this one. Gonna have to hit this restart perfectly, trying to hit this green-white checkered as we are back to green flag racing here from beautiful Lanier National Speedway. A green-white checker finishes Tommy Bush, Vernon Hill, Patrick Lemire, and Warren Samoy try to hunt down our race leader. PJ Popham is out of corner number 4. We're going to see the white flag fly one more time around here for PJ Popham. It's Tommy Bush right there in position number 2. Do we see the bump and run is down through 3 and out of corner number 4? Tommy Bush can't get there as PJ Popham picks up the checkered flag here in this one. Popham is going to get it done, and he's going to park the 2 ride up here in victory lane at Lanier. Tommy Bush right there with a close battle in position number 2, and out of nowhere up 10 positions, the 86 ride of Patrick Lemire up into position number 3. A strong run right there late in this race for the 86 ride as he's able to jump up into that 3rd position. Then you see PJ Popham, our race winner, down here in the Lanier National Speedway victory lane. What a run, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see some congratulations and let's see some checkered flag emotes up in the chat right now for our race winner, PJ Popham. What a run and what a drive right there for that 2 machine, man. What a finish here for that number 2 car, man. He had his nerves up high there in that one with that green-white checkered, but he was able to hang on and hold off Tommy Bush, Patrick Lemire, Warren Samoy, Cody Blix, Patches Be Fast up into 6, Merlin Sorensen, Pacer Popham, Riley Wolf, and Joseph Brooks rounding out our top 10. As we're going to get ready to jump up into the broadcast booth, we're going to get ready to pull our top 3 in for some post-race interviews here in a few more moments. Yo, Kevin Battering coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Nathan Kopering Racing coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Coming in, showing the big love here in this one. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that share, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button over there on the red site. As man, what a great race, what a great show right there by all these drivers as they put on a epic battle here for us all evening long. What's up, buddy? What's up, Joseph? What's good, my boy? Joseph coming in, showing the love over there on YouTube as well. As unfortunately this kind of blocked us out of here. Let me make sure we are good to go with that, as we don't want to. There we go. Should be good there. Perfect. All right, we're gonna get ready, see if we can get the top 3 in here for their post-race interviews. As I see Patrick Lemire in here. I see Tommy Bush. I don't see PJ Popham, so I'm waiting for PJ to jump up into the broadcast booth here for us. I don't know why Logitech keeps popping up there, so hopefully we don't have to keep worrying about that. My boy Patrick Lemire coming in, dropping that like on the stream. Steve Walker coming in with the like as well. Steve, how are you? Patrick, how you doing? Coming in, showing the love here in this one, as hopefully we get these drivers to jump in here and ready to rock and roll. As there we go, our race winner, PJ Popham, waiting patiently here pit side as we're going to pull him in for his post-race interview. Hey, PJ, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
I got you.
PJ, man, what a run, what a race. Picture perfect here in this one, as you were the reflection of perfection in the 305 sprint cars here this evening after a rough run there in the late models, you have yourself a great run here in these 305 sprint cars, and you parked that 2 right up here in victory lane, man. Take us through this one and how you were able to get it done with so many great talented drivers right there behind you.
Just hitting my marks. I'm pretty comfortable in the 305s, so a little bit of luck, with the draw and the heat, and then starting on the pole in the main makes it easy. So pretty rough luck here at Lanier this weekend. We were leading the late models, and I didn't see my dad. Stopped in 3 and 4 and tried to miss him and broke my right front. Or we probably could have been up front for that one too. But we'll take this and move on to next week at Cedar Lake.
Absolutely. Hopefully a little bit of momentum being built here, being able to finally finish one of these races off and finish it off with a great finish and picking up the checkered flag. Going to put a big smile on your face here after a few tough races and a lot of caution flags there in those first 3 races. Not a lot here in this one, but late in this race, we see that caution flag come out and you have a green-white checkered finish. Tommy Bush, Vernon Hill, and a lot of other hungry drivers back there behind you, knowing that they want to try to jump up and knock you off this top spot and pick up the checkered flag themselves. What was going through your mind there, knowing that you had to hit your marks perfectly and not make any mistakes, even with that 06 ride right there on your back bumper here for the green-white checkered?
Yeah, having my teammate back there was a little rough. I could hear him, and then that green-white checkered. I didn't know if we were going to make it on fuel with that green-white checkered. We actually ran out of gas coming on the cool-down lap on the backstretch, so we just barely made it. Another green-white checkered, and we would have been singing a different song. So just glad to bring it home up front finally.
Absolutely, PJ, a great run and a great race. You pick up the opening win here for the 305 portion of the Montana iRacing League. Who would you like to thank here for such a great run and strong performance tonight at Lanier?
I got to thank my teammates, Tommy Bush, my dad, Pacer, Joe Brooks, always in my ear, helping me out and stuff, and setups for, the late model. That was a setup that Tommy built that probably could have came home, top 3. So big thanks to all the teammates that help. And then my fiance, Katie, and Heather, who's out there watching. So just glad to bring it home up front finally.
Absolutely, brother. Well, hopefully we see a bit of a momentum swing here for the 2 ride and see you get into the swing of things here, as next week we'll see you back out onto the racetrack for 4 more big races here with the Montana iRacing League, and hopefully we'll see you back up here a bunch in the broadcast booth here throughout the series, and hopefully a couple more times up here in Victory Lane, as I'm sure you're looking forward to trying to get some checkered flags under your belt here and maybe a couple championships here before the end of the season.
Yeah, I hope so. It's a tough field of cars, so anytime we get in the broadcast booth, it's a good night.
Absolutely, PJ. Congratulations on the win here in this one, and we look forward to seeing you back out on the racetrack next Friday, brother. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and don't party too hard down there in Victory Lane.
I won't. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, PJ Popham, as Popham picks up the checkered flag and parks the 2 machine up here in Victory Lane at Lanier National Speedway. As we're going to get ready to pull in our 2nd place finisher, Tommy Bush. Bush coming home there in position number 2. We're going to get him up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Tommy, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
I do.
Tommy, man, another good run, another good race here for the 06 ride as you come up 1 spot shy of the checkered flag here in this one, but you are all over the back bumper of the 2 ride of PJ Popham here on that green-white checkered. What did you need a little bit more of? Did you need maybe another lane to try to open up an opportunity for you to work yourself around that 2 machine of PJ Popham here late in this race, or what did you need out there on the racetrack to try to get yourself into that top spot?
Oh, I don't even know. PJ's so good at these cars. He's just tough to beat. Once he gets around you, good luck getting back around him. So to start behind him in the feature, I knew I had a little bit of work to do, and I got to his bumper. That's about the best I could get. I could get next to him sometimes, but he's just so fast in these things.
Absolutely, but nonetheless, a great run here for yourself as you were able to park it up in position number 2, right on his back bumper for a lot of laps, not letting him run away with this one, as for a little bit there, it looked like he was going to open up a big lead and open up a big stretch here between himself and the rest of the field, but you drove up there, caught up to him, and stayed basically a couple car lengths behind him there for a lot of this race. We saw some good green flag laps here throughout this one, and you're right there ready to pounce. If he made a mistake, if he slipped up ever so slightly, you were right there ready to stick your nose in there to make the move to try to get around him. Unfortunately, that mistake never came out of the 2 ride. He had to settle there for position number 2. But Tommy, a good run and a good start here for the 305 portion of the Montana iRacing League here tonight for you. Who would you like to thank for a great run and strong performance here in this one?
All my team who, helps me put in laps when I'm available. The guys at the shop doing what they do so I can do this. My friends, my family, you for putting on this broadcast. We greatly appreciate it. Warren for putting on the show and dealing with all the behind the scenes stuff.
Absolutely. Well, Tommy, a good run and a good race here in this one. Hopefully a bit of a momentum builder as we'll see you back out onto the racetrack for 4 more big races next weekend. And hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth a few more times and hopefully up here in Victory Lane next week.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. Have a great night.
Yes, you as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher, the 06 of Tommy Bush. Is Bush coming home here in position number 2. A great run and a great drive there for the 06 ride as we're going to get our third place finisher, the 86 of Patrick Lanier, up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview as he's able to get the 86 ride up into position number 3. We're going to pull him in here for his post-race interview. Hey, Patrick, it's Aaron up here on the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
How's it going?
Not too bad, Patrick, man. What a run, what a race here in these 305s. We saw you slicing and dicing through the field there. A little while hooked up on the extreme high side, running some very fast lap times. And you're late in this race, able to make a couple moves and work that 86 right up here for a podium finish. And picking up 10 spots on the racetrack with this field of cars is going to feel pretty dang good. And to be able to finish it off with a third-place finish, to really put the cherry on the top here.
Yeah, 13th to 3rd, I can't really complain. I finally started finding my groove about halfway through, and from there I just kind of took off and started working my way through the field. Luckily, people are starting to run out of fuel, though, so that kind of saved me.
Absolutely. A little bit of a blessing in the skies there in that one with drivers running out of fuel or having some other issues there in front of you as we saw a few drivers have some contact and go around a couple big wrecks there throughout this one. And obviously that green-white checkered making things very, very tight for the fuel consumption. And then obviously everyone trying to get everything they can late in these races. And you're right there ready to take advantage of anyone that made a mistake. And you're right there into position number 3 late in this race. Patrick, who would you like to thank for another great run and another strong performance here in the Montana iRacing League with all these races at Lanier National Speedway this weekend? Man, you've been right up there in the mix of things here for almost every one of these races.
Yeah, it's really fun to come out here and run it. I really want to thank Warren and all the admins for putting their work into this, making all this happen. I want to thank BBI, Gear Grabbers Garage, AutoWorks Repair, and more. Few of my close friends and family, and yeah, it was really fun to run out here.
Absolutely, man. Looked like you guys were having a blast duking it out here all evening long, even with some contact and some hard racing out there. I mean, it seemed like everyone still had a pretty good smile on their face, everyone enjoying their time back on the simulator, and we can't wait to see you guys back in action next weekend as we'll see you back on the track Friday and Saturday for 4 more big races. Patrick, how do you feel going into those next 4 races, knowing that you got a pretty strong car here and have some good opportunities to be able to jump up here into the broadcast booth and maybe up here into victory lane throughout this season?
I hope to put some more victories under my belt. It's really fun coming out here and running with all these guys, especially since I race with a lot of them in real life. So it's always fun to run this league during off season. So
absolutely, definitely fun getting out there with the local competition, as we'll see you back in action next Friday. Patrick, congratulations on the 3rd place run here in this one. We look forward to seeing you back up here in the broadcast booth throughout the season, and hopefully up here maybe next week a couple spots better than tonight and in victory lane.
Hopefully talk to you soon then.
Beauty, enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our third place finisher, Patrick Lanier. Is Lanier coming home there in position number 3. A great run and a great drive out of the 86 ride late in this race, picking up a few spots and parking himself up there in that third position on the racetrack. As unfortunately, that is going to do it here for us this evening as Kara Billy Tubber coming in, showing the love here with the like on the stream. My boy Joe Brooks coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Patrick Lanier, Steve Walker coming in with those reactions as well. I appreciate you guys coming in, showing the love. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of the PeaceMaker family, become part of the PeaceMaker crew here today. As unfortunately, we're going to call it there on that note, but we will be back tomorrow evening. We got a lot of racing action again tomorrow night. We got our NASCAR series with the Outcast Racing League tomorrow night at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. That will kick off, and then around 6:30 Eastern Time, we got another big race with the two Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions. We got the Pro 2 light trucks going to battle tomorrow evening at 6:30 Eastern Time. And then a little later on at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, we got the League of Outlaws UMP modifieds, which are IMCA style modifieds, on the simulator tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So 3 big races tomorrow evening, and hopefully I see you guys all up here in the broadcast channel and up in the PeaceMaker grandstands cheering those drivers on. As I'll see you guys back here tomorrow evening. Peace out for now. I appreciate you guys all coming in, showing the love here throughout this one. Any of the star senders, I appreciate you guys coming in, showing the big love. Kelly, Brett coming in with the massive donos. Casey throughout the evening. My boy Matty Fletchell coming in, showing the big love here in this one as well. As I appreciate you guys coming in, showing the love here throughout the evening. But we're going to call it there on that note. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys all back here tomorrow evening. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.
you